But like you ever go to the urinal and then like you're going, but it smells, right? So you put your fucking shirt over your nose so you don't want to smell a fucking fart.
Well, if I eat asparagus, then
yeah, right. No, like the washroom smells because like someone dropped a douche, right?
I thought you meant your piss.
No, this is not my house. This is a public toilet, right? You walk in, it smells like shit, right? But you gotta take a piss, so you throw your shirt up over your nose, right? You walk into the urinal,
okay.
Like you approach, but you spit because like normally I spit before right? But you forget your shirt's on, so you end up spitting on your chest. Back at it again. Dank and Coke, Coke and Dank. It's the Lethal Weapons.
Hey, Dank.
Hey, Coke. Really, that's never happened to you?
No, never happened to me.
Alright, it never happened to me either.
Do you know why chicken coops have only 2 doors?
that's I don't. I have no idea why.
Because if they had 4, they'd be chicken sedans.
That's a car joke. I'm not really a car guy.
It's funny.
Is it?
Yeah, it is funny.
Your first one was 10 times funnier.
What's my first one?
The one where you forgot the punchline?
Oh, the first.
That was great.
I was like, hey, you like chicken coops?
Sedan? Wait, so how's this connecting to anything?
Because a chicken coop
right
holds a lot of chickens. They could be different chickens. They could be a team up of chickens.
That was your connection?
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Well, here's the problem. Don't wait the day of to think of your connection, your segue in.
There's a lot of chickens in a coop.
Here, man.
Eventually
we'll do power rankings for your terrible segues.
All I know is this is number 1.
No, that's a good one. Terrible segues. This is top 3, my friend.
Oh, terrible segues.
Terrible segues. Power wreckingS. Power wreckingS. This almost floored the whole podcast. I was contemplating leaving.
You should have.
I mean, well, you know.
I would have done it myself.
All right.
No, don't leave. Please don't leave. Please don't leave.
We're too far gone.
Yeah, please don't leave.
That was it? That was terrible, man. I'm glad we called them terrible segues.
Yeah. Well, there's no surprise going in.
Yeah. Sometimes there are. Sometimes they're terribly good.
To keep you on your toes.
That was terrible. That was Charles Barkley. Terrible.
Usually they're really bad.
No, they're not.
They're really bad.
Some are charming. Some make me believe in puns.
Do you watch Celebrity Family Feud?
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
It is.
Oh, yeah. It's so entertaining. You just remind me that Charles Barkley's going to be on one.
Is he?
Yeah. They got the whole panel.
That's going to be good. Really? They got the TNT?
Shaq,
oh, God.
That's
going to be so bad.
I don't know what it is, but...
they got them on Sundays. Clearly, we're plugging other people's shows now.
No, you just reminded me of the Bart because Sir Charles is awesome.
You want to keep 6 on that right now? Family
no.
Feud, Celebrity Edition.
Not plugging anybody, but
your wife. Hey, that's a good segue.
So we're talking about team ups.
I think.
Chicken coops.
Where are we?
And
the TNT
panels.
And the TNT family.
And plugging wives.
Yeah, segue from plugging wives into team ups, please. That is a dream team. If there's ever a dream team, anyone out there that's decided to jump the broom or break the glass or... What do Irish people do when they get married?
Really drunk.
That's a good celebration.
Get really, really drunk.
That's what you want. You want a good team up. You want a good partnership. You want a good marriage between...
You heard the Irish goodbye?
Is it a type of drink as well?
No, they just slip out of the room. They're just gone.
Oh, okay.
Just lie. It's just kind of like me and Beerfell. Just leave.
Okay.
We do the same thing.
Yeah.
Just leave, wander, have a good time.
I'm sure there's a name for it in the black community, but, you know, there are more pressing issues. What do we call when we dip out? Yo, shut up, man. Peace. Ghost, I'm one.
So we're talking about team ups.
Oh, yeah, well, ghosting.
Ghosting, yeah.
Yeah, okay, kind of. Ghost face. Ghost Rider. See, back to comics, people.
There it is.
This is by far.
That was a very good segue.
This is by far the longest intro. So I mean,
that song's gonna be playing for a while.
But I'm just picturing when you actually put the time code of like skip to when there's actually shit happening. There's gonna be like 10 minutes of shit not happening.
just us rambling.
Yeah, it's like we're just settling in, and we already had
introducing the ghost face killer.
That's my new intro. That's my new intro now. Fuck. Forget Dank. Ghostface Dank.
So we got the MCU. There's a lot of players. Don't spit the beer.
Had the Holy Ghost with me. Jesus.
It's good beer.
It's free beer.
Just give me a bag. I'll drink it.
I'll choke it down, apparently.
Yeah, you'll choke it. Yeah, you'll choke it down.
It's a lager.
You'll choke it down.
No.
So MCU got lots of players.
They do.
Lots of team ups. How about that? Avengers are what? A team up. Hey.
Yeah, Guardians.
Guardians are a team up. Hey. The Revengers are a team up. Hey.
Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah, they don't have a cool name though. There's Ant-Man and Wasp.
It should be the Wasp.
Should be called the Bug's Life.
See, that's a good segue.
A Bug's Life.
Write that down for if we ever do an Ant-Man Wasp.
I will not.
Episode. A Bug's Life. That's pretty good, man.
The Bug's Life segue. So we've seen lots of team ups.
My name's Francis. I'm a ladybug. It's a quality movie. It's a quality movie. It's not.
What are we doing here today?
I kind of want to do a Pixar top 10 now.
We can do a Pixar top 10.
Yeah.
Not today.
Bug's Life is low. He's thinking about it now.
I am thinking about it. I don't know.
Look, we have a script.
I'm so easy to throw off track.
It is. It's amazing because we have yet to talk about the reason we are assembled today.
Favorite team up so far we've seen in the MCU.
Right on.
That's topic of right now.
Oh, we're not doing DCU?
No, we'll do DCU after, but that's team ups we want to see because there's been no good team ups in DCU.
There was one. It wasn't a good one. It wasn't a good one.
Was it? Which one?
I guess you count Justice League as a team up. Although one could argue at the end of Batman and versus Superman, you finally got the Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
But it was such a weird team up.
It
was like a victim of circumstance.
And they fight the troll from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. And like Wonder Woman's like, I'm here. I was like, how?
Yeah, sure. I'm here.
It's like, I'm glad you are, but none of this makes sense. And really, I want to see more of Martha. Who's in my team up. I want to see more Superman and Martha and more Batman and Martha as like team ups. Like I want to see Batman with his mom doing mom things.
His mom's dead.
So it's gonna be a dark story.
Just walking around with a corpse.
Potentially, ghost following.
He's finally lost it. Batman snapped.
He hasn't lost it yet, which is amazing.
No, steadfast. Favorite team up so far that you've seen in the MCU?
Way to get us back on track, Coke.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
That's why I have this sheet. Read that.
Now, are we talking in like large scales? Because obviously I love Avengers. I'm wearing an Avengers shirt.
That you have seen so far. Let's...
Or do you want to limit it? Because like I can say...
You can say Avengers and be done with it.
I could. And I can say Guardians of the Galaxy. But
yeah.
Even smaller than that, I really love when Drax and Rocket like interact and kind of work off each other. Like that's a team up that I enjoy seeing.
Because one of the ones I was gonna say was Strange, Tony, Spider-Man.
That was a great team up.
Wong and you can say Banner too.
And
right?
Banner, yeah, Banner had a moment.
I like that group dynamic there.
Yeah, that's one of the gems of Avengers 3. They really knew how to handle screen time with everybody and kind of splitting them into unlikely groups, which is why I appreciated and really wanted to see more T'Challa and Steve Rogers. I'd love to see Captain America and Black Panther kind of.
Yeah, they were cool together. Man. I like that.
They were cool in Civil War too, right? Even with White Wolf, Winter Soldier, like that's a trio, a triple threat that I would love to dive in a little more with.
That thing is, speaking of trios, we got a little taste of them in Infinity War as well. But the Widow,
right,
Okoye,
right,
and Scarlet Witch.
Yes,
the three of that. That was cool, man.
That was fun. Yeah. And then Thor and Groot and Rocket.
Yes.
Yeah, that was like.
It's like the minor team ups. I like the little team ups.
That was one of their strengths. But if we get out of Avengers, moments that I've seen team ups that I really appreciated, normally it's everybody's second movie, their sequel, that they introduce someone and then you kind of like it. So Iron Man 2, you got War Machine, Rhodey. That was a nice team up, although it wasn't executed as well as maybe it could have been, or we've seen in comics or cartoon. But you love that combo.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier, Captain America 2, you got Black Widow and Captain America finally working together, covert missions.
Yeah.
That was solid.
Yeah.
Espionage, really like that stuff. Thor 2, he finally started working with Loki. That was fun. Maybe not the best movie, but them playing off each other is always like live on the screen. You can see it, and it's like, that's fun. I would watch more of that.
The chemistry's there.
But I think it's not until Thor 3 that we finally got the best team up.
The Revengers?
That in its entirety was good, but not since Avengers 1, where you got to see Hulk and Thor kind of puff up their chest and who's the strongest.
They felt like a real buddy movie there.
Yeah.
With them too. That was
even
good.
from the trailer, like when they were finally sitting down and talking about how Hulk is a fire and Thor's like water.
No, I'm the fire.
And I'm fire. Yeah, but Thor's like Hulk is big raging fire, and Thor's like a puny, like smoldering fire.
Yeah, smoldering.
It even looks like Hemsworth is about to like laugh during that scene.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. There
had to be a few takes of that, but that team up was great. Like I love them just kind of going in and at each other, and then actually
even Thor and Strange was interesting to see too, right? Like it was quick, but Thor, Strange, and
there's
Loki.
something there. Yeah, well, that's the cool.
Isn't that the fun part? Is watching them all
interact for the first time, and
even
Strange is relatively the new one on deck, and nobody knows about him, but he knows about everybody else.
Yeah.
So they're all sizing him up. He's like, I already know how to fuck you up if I need to.
He comes with that confidence.
And then telling Tony, don't touch my vase.
And even outside the movies, and like with Defenders, the best part of that show is the table scene. Yeah, when where they're all talking to each other. It's just the interaction.
That's a good team up too, because you finally got some of the Luke and Danny interaction. And him kind of playing big brother, little brother kind of stuff. You got that there.
Yeah.
And I think Jessica Jones and Luke could have some more fun.
Get some coffee, you mean?
Sure.
Get some coffee.
Interracial is great. It's 2018. High five.
Got high fives all over this podcast.
But that was very dynamic from her show.
Yes.
And then something that they picked up and made a nod to.
Carried it on and then kind of
into Defenders as well.
Evolved it a bit.
Any good team ups in S.H.I.E.L.D.?
There's been lots of stuff. They've had they bring in like random people like Deathlock was in there one, like, so if you don't Deathlock was in one season, Ghost Rider was in another one. But
they're is it the S.H.I.E.L.D. team playing off of them, or it's them kind of like I'll work with you, but there's a price for my loyalty.
That's like Ghost Rider was like that. It was kind of like they made a deal, right? Deathlock kind of joined the fold for a bit.
Okay.
Because he was kind of...
Isn't Deathlock like a villain, normally?
Anti-hero. He's kind of this and that.
Everyone's an anti-hero now.
It's cool, man. Because you get to do what you want.
Then who's the hero?
In what? In S.H.I.E.L.D. or in just in general?
Both.
In anti-hero?
Both.
Oh, so they're anti-heroes, right?
So there's anti-villains then?
Same thing.
Is it?
No, maybe not. Maybe it's a villain that's... No, because what's anti-villain? The fuck does that mean?
See, what's anti-hero?
Now I'm confused.
Exactly. A great team up is also Cable and Deadpool. That was in the nice Deadpool movie. Deadpool's synonymous for team ups though. I loved him with Colossus as well. Like you kind of put Deadpool in anybody.
He goes, it's just
and it's fun. It's fun to watch. The same respect you say about Spider-Man, because we finally got a good team up with him and Tony.
Yeah, they're kind of the same. They're not the same. Similar to Deadpool and Spider-Man. They don't. I don't in the comics and stuff. They don't really have teams, but they're always
in each other's comics.
They can play off. Yeah. Well, they can play off anybody just about.
Yeah. Well, they're basically designed as the same sort of archetype character. They just gave one like a R-rated, you can do anything, and one kind of a code and like you have responsibilities, and they get the best of both worlds with that, right?
So what team ups do you want to see that we still haven't seen?
Okay, so
in the established MC, like, so the guys that are already in it.
MCU. Oh, I can't go to DC because
go to DC. Let's go to DC. Let's do DC.
Batman and Martha. You laugh, but how crazy would it be to have him like talking to like inanimate objects like it's his mother?
Like, he's just nuts.
Well, like that snapped him out of killing Superman. Like she has the same name. All he needed to do was hear the name Martha, and he forgot how many years and decades and like training he's taken to become Batman. He's like, I'm a little boy again, right? So he's like in his mind licking a little lollipop when he used to hang out with his mom. I think that's huge psychologically.
So you think that little conversation there kickstarted maybe something?
Yeah, like
and you can go from there. You can create a story.
I don't see Bruce Wayne signing up for therapy, so Batman definitely doesn't have it. Like, one is masking the other person's flaws, right? Yep. And nobody's dealing with half the shit that they need to be dealing with.
It just stays buried.
This dude's just accumulating and accumulating and it took one little fucking name to him to be like, what? My mother. So yeah, I would personally, because you could go super, like, bring back Burton for that. You could go super dark and creepy with that shit.
You bring back Keaton as well?
Yeah, because he's got to be grizzled, and he's got to go into like old.
Keaton's the best.
Like, where he doesn't even put on the suit. He just puts on the cowl and goes up to like the top floor and starts sniping people. Yeah, like he puts, it's half in, half out. Like, it's essentially half.
Oh wow! So he goes.
He snapped, man. Like, he's talking to his mother. His mother's dead.
God damn.
I like dark. I listen. If we're talking dark
comedies,
I laugh a lot, but the tears of a clown. Like, if we're talking about like one of the darkest kind of against what like comic books are, because comic books started off with like bright, colorful escapism, superheroes.
You gotta have. I think you have to have both, though. You kind of gotta.
But there comes a maturity with the reader and the audience, right? You would hope you grow with that character, right? Yeah. And Batman has definitely grown with his audience, but it's allowed him in such this environment to stay dark and kind of tackle these issues. Like, if you talk about Killing Joke, that comic book arc was all about raping like his sidekick and like fucking up everything for him, and essentially we never really know if he actually kills the dude. So they've always flirted with like, Batman's gonna snap. Either someone's gonna put him in a place to snap, or he's just gonna do it. But for me,
his team up is with his dead mom.
Yeah, a roundabout way to get there. Starting off the list, yeah. But in like lighter tones. Keeping it simple, we haven't even had a good Batman and Robin team.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah. And then it's kind of a weird question. Like, what's established in the DCU anyways already? Like, we can kind of get rid of that because everything that's established is kind of already teamed up.
Yeah.
The Trinity's established, they've all teamed up.
Right. Yeah, they've given us everything that we thought you were building to, and then decided, maybe we're not giving it to you.
Yeah.
So they're Wild West. You can do anything at any time, and I think that's their benefit, right? So you can decide to do Batman and Batgirl, and not have it in the same universe kind of thing, and just do these teams. Like, you could do Batman and Commissioner Gordon, like that year one shit where they're both starting up at the same time.
Yeah.
That was a good comic book, and that was a great animated movie. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was alright. It was good. I like Red Hood better, but
fuck Red Hood, man. Black Mask. Yeah. There's all.
Yeah. But team ups, like hero wise, like.
Does it have to be hero wise?
Yeah, we're talking heroes right now.
Right, well, Batman's an anti-hero.
Or anti-heroes.
But okay, I'll go for solid team ups. Because I think a long time ago I pitched you what I would love for a DC. Green Lantern.
Yeah, there you go.
Martian Manhunter.
That'd be
biopic, and I think that's a great starting point for both of those characters. Yeah, and you open up the universe right away with those.
Both galactic or in space.
Right, you have like a giant force in the Lantern Corps that has to protect the universe, and then you have this dying breed that's going through genocide with Martian Manhunter and the aliens. Right?
Yeah.
So it's easy for a crossover, and how
it makes perfect sense.
And how you're doing that, right? So you don't know if Corps are coming to be on the side of the aliens that are
the white ones or the green ones.
Yeah, on Manhunter side or on white side, right?
Green Martians, white Martians.
Right. So you have that dynamic to play off of, and inevitably, or essentially, or hopefully, you build to them working together, right?
Yeah.
Because they obviously understand the whole.
That'd be good, man. I think that's what they got to do. They kind of got to go off the board a little bit and do something.
Leave Earth alone. Because
weird.
You're going underwater for Aquaman.
Yeah.
And I look forward to whoever can team up with him.
Yeah.
his
I don't
girl.
know. Yeah, you kind of got to keep it underwater for that.
Yeah.
But I would like, if you're gonna keep it, you can keep it on Earth, but keep it weird. My boy Swamp Thing, and Animal Man. You put them together because they have connections. They had a great crossover
right
in comics with the Rot. There's a storyline with Rot, but he, Swamp Thing's the keeper of the green, so all the plant life and everything. Animal Man's the keeper of the red,
right.
all the like mammals and stuff. And then the Rot, and this is the crossover. Something called the Rot comes and it's killing and infecting both streams of where they channel their powers from.
Oh, nice.
So they team up to take it down.
Right. It makes perfect sense.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
and they're on Earth, but they're kind of in their own little worlds, right?
Like, and then you get a nice little recycling and save the planet
Captain
message
Planet, little nod, Don Cheadle as Captain Planet.
Always. He will always be my Captain Planet.
Heart.
Tree, you're a tree. Yeah, like
But you do something. You leave the trendy alone. Do some team-ups like that. That'd be cool, man.
Either go off the planet or like in small rural areas, or go like a storyline that's so compact.
Out there? Yeah.
Like a Green Arrow and Arsenal or Red Arrow.
Yeah.
And they're just doing whatever happens in what's their place? Star City?
Yeah.
Something simple, man. It's just a dude with a bow, but we've seen it and liked it, but haven't got enough of it on the other side. Being MCU.
I heard in the show they're finally giving the goatee to the actor.
He's
finally growing the goatee.
To the point?
I don't know. I just
you
heard
gotta do a whole like, what's his name? Robert Flynn, Huck Finn.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
The Flynns,
yeah,
the old school, like the nod to Robin Hood, Lederhosen.
Yeah, actual Robin Hood.
Do it, go all in.
But I think that those would be cool for DC. Anything in the MCU you haven't seen yet, you want to see? In terms of team-ups. We can say established for MCU because everybody there, they've got like fucking a roster, 60 now?
You know who I haven't seen that I would love to see, and it would be kind of like them assembling all these characters that haven't been established on the MCU, is like a Maria Hill and a Nick Fury team-up.
Like a movie of them.
Yeah, you get a feeling.
Would you throw in Hawkeye and stuff too, or like the ground level guys, or just keep it them?
It depends, right? So I would be using this as for like Secret Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's say this is the movie coming out of whatever the fallout is with Captain Marvel, and let's say Nick Fury knows like, okay, I can't trust any of these. Basically, like the comic book, I can't trust any of these top tier Avengers because I don't know who's real from who's fake.
Yeah.
Let me go underground, bring my girl, and start assembling all these people that are on the map, but we haven't established yet. So you could start, you could start pulling in Moon Knights. You can start pulling in Ghost Riders.
You could use, even if you wanted to dip into the Shield TV show. Right? You could grab a couple
and
of them.
Netflix. You like start pulling up Daredevil and Luke Cage. Like, let's tap into those. And going back to Netflix, I want to see Heroes for Hire.
It's coming. That's. I think it's established already in the. Like an actual season of just.
Yeah, I want to see the two.
That'd be sweet. And the Daughters of the Dragon too.
That'd be nice. I think they're doing some nods to that as well. And I want to see She-Hulk somehow.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't like.
She seems so easy to kind of
bring into
this world and the places that you could take her.
But you said you wanted it in the Netflix shows.
I think it's great to launch her there, right? Like
to launch her there
to give everyone the backstory for her.
Okay.
Because giving her just a superhero movie, we're gonna have to go through this whole. You need Incredible Hulk in order to do that origin story correct, right? Essentially she became She-Hulk off of a blood transfusion from Banner.
Yeah.
That's going to be money to do that. And then you have to work that into the whole MCU big picture.
You could do that in a movie as like a subplot though, maybe not a transfusion. You could just take somehow he gets blood drawn. Right. And then she ends up with it, right? His cousin maybe, something like that. Like you could work that into sort of a subplot of a larger movie.
You can, but I feel like you can do more with that type of character in 10 episodes than you could in 2 hours.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I feel her second movie would be better than her first, because the first one's just, we need to get all this shit out. When the first 2 episodes, done.
Who do you want to see her teamed up with anybody?
I do. I want to see her teamed up with Red Hulk. She-Hulk.
I thought you were going to say Spider-Woman. Very cool. Spider-Woman and She-Hulk would be dope.
I'm a huge Incredible Hulk fan from comic books and stuff, and I loved with this new resurgence of we're just gonna give different color Hulks out. So like Red Hulk's out there, and
which was the mob or the doorman? Was it the gray one?
Gray Hulk? Oh yeah,
there was Gray Hulk, but there was
what's his name? Damn, he had a cool name too. It's Joe something.
Joe Smash or something, or Joe.
It's so simple, right? But he was a bouncer outside of a club.
Yeah,
it was just Gray Hulk. But I like how they have Red Hulk, which is Thunderbolt.
Ross.
Ross Thunderbolt. Then Red She-Hulk is his daughter, Ross. So for me, because I don't know if we're ever going to get Hulk movies, if you start placing out these pieces of Hulk, Joe Fixes, the Grey Hulk.
Mr.
If you start
Fix
putting out these pieces of this world, this universe, this kind of plot line that Hulk has in all these other people's scenarios,
Yeah.
you build a bigger puzzle for when he actually does start popping up with people, right? And he's supposed to have kids in all these outer worlds and stuff too, right? Planet Hulk,
Planet Hulk is weird,
he has like Scar, this is like Skakar,
Sakaar,
his son of Hulk, and then Hulk
the movie, right? Or
yeah.
then with the planet from the movie,
World War Heart, and then Planet Hulk. But yeah, like, and anything that like Thor touches, I'd love to see a team up of, because he seems to be the greatest fish out of water.
It's funny because when MCU started, he was my least favorite. Like I was like, I don't care what fucking Thor does.
Ugh.
Screw this guy. I'm pretty sure he's like top 3 now. Like he's one like whenever like I want to see another Thor movie before I want to see another Iron Man movie. Like I'm like,
well, who?
Because he can go you can do anything with him, especially now without a home, dude.
And here's the thing with Tony: who can you team him up with now? Like either people are fed up with all the shit that he's done, or they're like, I heard about you.
Or you gotta bring in someone new. You can team with Vision. You could do it because you got that. They have the.
But does Vision need him?
No, he doesn't. Of course not.
All right, that's not the question
right
either. Yeah, that's not the question either. It's
but that's a good. That's
who
team up though.
Who do you want to see? Yeah,
there's a team up.
He worked well with. I like him and Widow because Widow would always put him in his place.
Yeah, you need
and
that.
He kept thinking like, I could run one over. He's like, not with me.
No.
But then you saw what Captain America and Widow had. I was like, I watched
that movie. I don't think anybody really inherently likes Tony. I think they put up with Tony.
He's my favorite villain.
Yeah, we've gone over that, right? Yeah. And I think, except for Parker, like looks up to him.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean he likes him, but he admires him.
Well, he doesn't know any better yet, right?
He doesn't know any yet, exactly.
Maybe Doom and Iron Man.
Yeah.
Like
you kind of got to give him someone with either
someone new,
someone who
that's broken. Whatever that is, that's done.
Someone who won't put up with his shit, or someone with like a matching ego.
Right. Let's say they do like Public Enemy storyline, where like, or America's Most Wanted. That was where Tony was like hunted by the law, like he can't do any shit.
Yeah. When Osborn was the head of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Which I do like as
him
well.
up. Yeah.
We turn into Hammer. That's all. Those are some good runs of like arcs. But let's say they do that, and he flees the country to protected Latvia for solace and meets Victor Von Doom.
I'd love to see a Tony because they were great in the comics in the most recent ones.
Yes.
I'd love to see that. They gotta
But then,
bring Doom. Let's bring Doom into the fold.
If you're bringing Doom in, I'd find a way to squeeze in Titanium Man into that and Crimson Dino.
I was gonna say no Crimson.
Of course, that's all like the Eastern Bloc, man. Like just
Radioactive Man.
Bring everyone that has an accent and has enough money to buy all this crazy tech, and someone that's kind of footing the bill, right? Because you need another genius on the other side, and you haven't handled Justin Hammer.
Do you want to see
the best?
How about that? I was gonna ask you if you wanted to see Bucky teamed up with anybody else, but I already have a answer.
Do you have him with T'Challa?
No, I was gonna say put him with Rocket.
Huh?
They had that quick little moment.
Yeah, they did.
They're badass. You put those two, you add in one more.
I don't think you need to add in one more.
No, exactly. That's a good team up.
Because Bucky,
Groot might be there by default, but
people forget like Bucky's still dealing with the same things that Steve is dealing with. I'm like, I'm not from this time, so I definitely don't understand attacking raccoons.
Plus, he's a little more twisted than Steve too.
Yeah,
Steve's got that nobility about him.
Yeah. What's his name? Bucky's done some dirty things that he would like to forget, but in the same regard, so is Rocket. They actually work out pretty good. That'd be a good.
They had that quick moment in Infinity War. I like this.
They'd be good mercenaries together.
Yeah, actually. Let's keep this going.
Yeah.
Let's keep these two going.
But I'm assuming that somehow Winter Soldier's going to end up in Black Panther land, Wakanda, and play White Wolf.
Yeah.
They keep talking about nods to that.
And I thought he was going to take out the mantle for Captain America once Rogers was gone.
There's still time.
But if he's got the White Wolf, you're gonna name him Bucky, then Winter Soldier, then White Wolf, then the next. I don't know, man. I think they're gonna go with Falcon.
I wouldn't mind
Falcon.
But I wouldn't mind a Falcon and White. Winter Soldier, white.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind white and black because they had a nice back and forth in Civil War, where they're reluctant friends.
I think
you've been in a situation where you have a friend, and that friend has another friend, and that the shared friend leaves the room. You're like, I don't know you,
but we have I guess you're all right.
I don't know if I like you.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't like you, but
I'll fill you out a little bit. Let's see what's going on.
So I like that. So I like if Steve disappeared and it was
Can you move your seat back?
No.
Or seat up, sorry.
That, and then they both nod when he starts making out with the chick. I was like, all right, like this I can watch. I can watch a couple of like a road trip.
That's a good call.
A road trip of those two.
That's a real good call.
Can you move your seat now? It's like, no, never.
That's a good call.
They're never moving the seat for each other.
I like that one. That's a good call, man.
I mean, we said it several times in several different podcasts. We're still waiting for Hawkeye and Black Widow team up.
That seems like a no-brainer.
It's inevitable, but it's the no-brainers that they don't give us.
Yeah.
Because you imagine they're already storied friends and allies and work together. So
they don't need any more? Is that the idea?
Well, we don't know any of the stories, so you could tap into remember that time?
Past story, yeah.
Remember that time we went to Panama? I was like, don't talk about Panama.
Yeah.
And then we see what Panama was.
Here's the Panama, yeah. You can do a movie of just their old, like 3 different of their old adventures
previous
that kind of link together to another.
Right.
Hey.
Revealing parts of their past and stuff like that. Yeah, that could work. I also like in Avengers 1 when we got Iron Man kind of fucking with Bruce, and it's like, I want to see the Beast come out.
Yeah, the Science Bros. You put those two. Would you want those two and Strange? The 3 of them together, or is that too much?
Strange is not a science bro.
He's not a science bro, but he's a goatee bro.
I would want Strange to inevitably to come in and save the day, because Iron Man essentially just keep poking Hulk till he turns to Hulk. He's like, oh wait, I wasn't prepared for this, and then Strange is like.
So would you? How about those 2 and then T'Challa's sister, Shuri, right?
You got to come to Wakanda.
3 of them. No, but you think she's gonna stay there? I think she will. I think she's gonna become. If we're talking about plot points, the next Black Panther, and. He's going to take off. Or no, actually, they might give it to Okoye, too.
It could.
And then Shuri can do her own thing.
I don't know. Do they have any more of the Panther juice left?
Oh, yeah, the flower.
I'm surprised there's no carbonated drink that's called Panther juice.
It'll come. Patent pending.
Yeah, I want to make it now, because, damn, Wakanda juice selling out stoves. Next appearing on Luke Cage.
I have a cover. You want to play a game?
Sure.
I'll play a little game. Like to call Dream Teams. I just made it up.
Did you?
Yeah.
So I should avoid this little mention on this script that we have that says Dream Teams. I just made it up.
Yeah, don't read.
Don't read the script.
No, don't read the script. Not the script, but don't read the outline.
Okay. This is the first time we have an outline.
We have an outline, guys.
That's why. For the majority of this podcast, it sounds like, hey, they know what they're talking about.
We're just rolling.
But we don't. The first part, we weren't looking at this.
Yeah, we forgot it was in front of us.
Terrible Segues was only allocated 2 to 5 minutes. We went over that. Definitely.
Actually, I think we're under 5. So here's the game.
Bet.
Here's the game.
I don't think you are, but yeah.
Here's the game. No bet. No, we gotta put together some teams, okay?
Okay.
Team of 2, team of 3, team of 4. Do you want to do a team of 5 too?
Maybe. Let's see how they go.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. So we each got to put together a team of 2, of 3, and of 4. Characters, comic book based. The catch is every member of a given team has to be from a different universe. Okay? And you can't reuse them amongst the teams.
So if I use Superman once, I can never use Superman again?
If you use Superman in your pair, you can't use them in the 3 or 4.
Spoiler alert. I will not be using Superman. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, neither will I.
No, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
I mean, I like him, but no, fuck that guy.
Yeah. It's Superman. You can't not like him.
I will have these teams going up against Superman.
Is that what you... So that was my next thing. We don't have to do this, but do you have them geared towards a certain objective? Or how have you pieced it together? Because I kind of...
Some have fun names and like group names and ideas of them. I did. I had some fun, but some I have like, okay, this is how this pairing came about.
Yep.
And then some are just like, I want to see what this would be like.
Yeah, that's what.
I want to see what this.
You want to go first? You want to do your pairing?
Okay.
So different universe. So and when I say different universes, I mean one from Marvel. One.
So
from
if I use
DC.
one from Marvel. I can only use one from Marvel. I can only use one from DC. I can only use one from Image.
Yeah.
I can only use one from Unknown.
From Dark Horse.
I don't
IDW.
I don't want to ruin the spoilers.
Anything that has a comic book, but it's in its own label.
Yeah. Oh, I got you. I got some deep cuts in this. I do.
Deep cuts.
And I may have
I got to deep cut my pairing that you're gonna love.
Good. I have 2 pairings.
Oh. shit!
That's because I had
two pairings.
I had a fun one that's like
Okay.
I would enjoy this comic book
All right.
or whatever this is
Okay.
or a movie, and then I have one that's like, okay, this is a comic book series I would read.
Okay. So go with your serious one.
You want to hear the serious one first?
Okay, go with the phone.
All right,
Let's do fun.
okay,
That's
okay.
the first one.
So my first pairing
Yeah.
is kind of dealing with a pairing we've already seen, but taken to a next level.
Okay.
So my first character is obviously Deadpool. I love Deadpool.
Yeah,
Mark with
okay.
the mouth.
Wade.
Gotta love Wade. And he obviously has an affinity to stronger, bigger, bodied type of heroes, anti-villains, however you want to call them, but of a Soviet persuasion.
Oh.
So his team up is with Zangief from Street Fighter fame.
That's amazing.
Now here's my thinking on this. I think the Russian stuff already plays because he loves Colossus.
Yeah.
But constantly he wants to know why Zangief keeps showing up in underwear. Because all he ever does is show up in underwear. But
Zangief, Siberia, he's in underwear.
He's in underwear. But Zangief doesn't care and will always fight him and Psycho Crusher and do like all of his movesets to him.
Yeah.
Knowing that Deadpool can keep coming back from it. So he really enjoys getting to fuck up someone repeatedly. So I think they would have a nice...
Yeah, I like that. That is fun.
And I think that them just going into different places and like, okay, Zangief, go beat up these guys. It's like, oh, Psycho Crusher! Right? And then speed up.
Who has the rights to Street Fighter comics? Because that's a good one, man.
I think that'd be funny. Just Zangief saying a whole bunch of Russian swears. Because Colossus doesn't swear, but Zangief, he swears like a sailor.
Udon. That's a good one. I like that.
I think that'd be a fun comic book series.
That's fun. Let's make it happen. You want to give me a second one?
You want to go back first?
I'll go back. Well,
it's
yeah,
up to
you started.
You want me to go series?
I'll do my pairing first.
Do you have a backup pairing?
No, I don't. I have no
right.
backups whatsoever.
So when I give my second one, then you can think off the cuff. And if you
have
another one, right?
All right. This one's it's a pairing, right? So they're gonna deal with some weird shit.
Okay.
I got Doctor Strange.
Ooh.
So you know it's getting weird.
Yep.
And Spawn.
Hey. The caped. The caped brothers.
Strange and Spawn, because Strange got all the different dimensions.
Right.
I know hell. I don't know if that's considered a dimension. It's more like a planet.
It's something different than what we know. It's a different realm. At the very least. Yeah. No.
I don't think ever Marvel had ever tackled. Or no, I mean the Mephisto thing. But.
Yeah, not to the extent of where Spawn plays. Like Spawn lives in hell. Yeah.
That's some dark ass shit.
It
so
is.
If you bring
that is cool. That is very cool. Just for like the face off of whose cape collars go higher.
That's what I was thinking.
Just
I was like,
I would love a comic book color of just these high cape collars.
And they go in like they beat up Dracula or some shit. Just
facing off of like, what the fuck's going on?
Like,
that is good.
That is
good. That is good.
The collar bros.
That's what you want to call it. One of them isn't letting that name fly. They're like, I don't know.
No, I don't think either one of them. But that would be.
Maybe Strange would like it. No, Doctor
Strange.
Doctor
Steven Strange.
Oh, so we're using our.
Yeah, I'm Spawn.
We're using our made-up name. Funny you should mention Spawn.
Oh no, he's in the list.
Because in my second team up I have obviously Spawn.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me give you a backstory. I killed the lead, but how do I work it out? So essentially, this comic book arc is coming off of a breakup that happens in Wakanda.
Oh, okay.
So no longer, and I'm not caught up, so I don't know if it's true or not, but no longer is...
Yeah, so mine was just demons. They're just fighting demons.
Fair enough. But T'Challa is no longer with Storm, and it was obviously a bad breakup.
Well, in Civil War they broke up, but...
So there you go,
this
right?
Is after Civil War.
But somehow this turns Storm...
I love that couple, huh?
It's such a good comic.
Such a good couple.
But like, I feel eventually they would come back together. Somehow this drives Storm into the arms of another, into this kind of dark place in her mind.
Okay.
And it opens up this partnership with Spawn, who she taps into claiming revenge and coming back to Wakanda
so she's with Spawn.
Yes, the team up is Storm and Spawn. Storm and Spawn.
Fucking sick.
A heaven and hell.
I like it
because you need torrential rain to quench these fires from hell. So there's like Spawn's basically can run amok, but the only one that kind of pulls him back in place is Storm.
Aurora. That's good.
And I'm thinking in terms of costume because
Storm
kind of came out with these very risky kind of.
She's got a couple. She's got a lot of costumes. Does anybody have more costumes than her? Like she might be up there in terms of.
Yeah, that's a good stat boy. Check that out for us.
We gotta check because she's got a lot.
She's got
the
a lot.
Mohawk one.
Right.
She's got the white one.
But she started out with this nice little black cut kind of swimsuit. And that, for me, that's Spawn-esque. So just imagining her getting a cape on that too.
Are you giving her a collar?
I think you have to, right? with Spawn.
Yeah.
So
Give her a big collar.
That's my heaven and hell. And I think the whole comic art is her bringing him back to Wakanda to kind of start a war.
Against.
So essentially it's Storm dealing with her good side and her dark side. And
T'Challa really broke her heart.
Something happened. I don't know what it is, but to the point that she's like, yo, I went and got a demon to come fucking get revenge, right? Yeah. Like, I got the Debo of the Marvel Universe to come.
That's funny that we both put Spawn there.
Spawn's so good. And unused.
I know.
Until...
Dun, 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 dun. Jamie Foxx will be alright.
Yeah, he'll handle the crazy side of it very well.
Yeah. So, I was gonna go ahead of my three person team.
You want to do off the cusp too?
That was so
to
good.
Even it up. Of course you can. No, you can go to 3.
We can. Well,
I won't put you on spot.
Oh man, you are.
But that's the level. That's the level, right?
Yeah.
I have 2 3s as well.
You have 2 3s?
I do have 2 3s. I'll only use 1 3 if you want me to.
I have 2 3 4, and then I have a 5.
Okay, I made a 5 real quick.
You made a 5 real quick?
Yeah, but I have 1 4 that I like, and then 1 4 I was like, I only have 1 4. I only have 1 4. But I have 2 3s. And I have kind of stories for what's going on with those 2 3s.
Oh, you have stories?
Well, I mean, I have thoughts behind it. Come on.
Damn, I thought we were making 1 team each. And then rolling.
Don't worry, this is 1 of 2. We'll come back to this this game.
We can do one for villains.
We can.
Yeah.
You'll come
heavy.
You'll come heavy on that. Well, some of these I have anti-villains in these as well. So, and what would you call Spawn? You call him a hero?
No, he ain't anti-hero.
He's not a villain.
No,
the dude murders.
Yeah, but he prevents. Like he doesn't just murder to murder. He's not a serial murderer. He kills like bad guys. That's why he's an anti-hero. Right?
All right. So if I kill good guys for a reason, then I'm an anti-villain. By your definition, right?
It's not my definition.
I'm just saying. So Doomsday is an anti-villain.
Sure.
Because he killed Superman?
Sure, man.
Wait, Batman's an anti-villain if he killed Superman.
Batman's in it. Yeah. Okay.
All right, fine.
I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah. Dream team number 3. This is exactly why we started this podcast, to argue semantics to nobody listening. I want answers to these stupid, inane questions that I have that mean nothing, and nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Oh yeah.
Oh, don't say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, we ruined it.
No, we just
we have to end it now.
We can. We do part 2.
No, we're not going to.
Part 2 starts right now.
No, you guys aren't getting. Both of you that are listening, you're not getting up.
We got 3, and then they listen to the segue segment. They're like, "No, I'm not coming back to this."
None of them listen past that. After the first 4 minutes,
that was rough. You know what? Pause right now and go back and listen to the beginning. If you still want to listen past that, Coke will send you a T-shirt.
Anyway, a fucking T-shirt.
Yeah, I didn't say branded or like money. Well, you can just. There's a rag over there. You can send that to them. I don't know. But yeah, no, like I'm still trying to figure out what anti-villains and anti-heroes. But essentially, my lists all include both heroes and villains.
Actually, you know what? Fine. Okay, here's another pairing for you.
All right,
How about this? Yeah, this is fucking Boy Scouts Incorporated.
Okay.
Captain America, Superman.
And you started this off by saying you're not going to use Superman.
Well, you just put me on the spot. I just thought of that right now.
You're going to use any other Boy Scout. You know how many Boy Scouts are in DC?
I know that Superman is the biggest Boy Scout out there.
I don't know why you just didn't say like Scarlet Witch.
Actually, no. You know what'd be cool? You know what would actually be cool? It was
Scarlet Witch.
One I thought of originally and I didn't use it.
Right.
I just remember now was Batman and Daredevil.
That'd be great.
That would be a cool one.
How easy was that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
And it's Battle for the Cape. So
Daredevil was more a cape.
I know, and Batman always wears it. So one day they switch.
But is it a red cape or is it a black cape?
I don't know.
And who wears the collars?
Does Batman have Batman don't do collars?
No, I don't know how it does, but Spawn
he does cowls.
He does cowls. This is my second Batman.
So is Daredevil going to Gotham?
He's going to Gotham because he's got a job.
Is Batman
Batman's
going to
leaving Gotham? He's staying.
He's not
going
to Hell's Kitchen.
No, Daredevil's got a job. He picked up a job in Gotham.
Right.
Like as Matt Murdock.
Okay. Is he suing Wayne Foundation?
No.
Oh, that'd be great.
No. That'd actually be cool though.
Yeah.
I paused. I thought you said he's defending. I was like, no, he's not. No, he's suing Wayne.
Okay.
Like with the guys like the Penguin.
Nice.
So Penguin's like, oh, we're gonna see these guys. We're gonna get on the books.
Getting copper pot money.
So by Daredevil, he's fighting against Penguin and shit.
Right.
As Matt Murdock.
Copper pot.
Yeah.
Oswald.
And as Matt Murdock is going with him, right?
I like that. The thing is, I'm pretty sure Batman, like, day one figures out, so you're Matt Murdock, Daredevil. Like, he knows exactly.
He already knows before he gets there.
He's like, I know you are. It's like, I know. Let me feel your face. Wait a minute. You've got bat points on your head, Bruce.
What's your 3 team?
Let's go. My 3 team.
Because mine's wild.
My first one, which, that's one random.
Okay.
I picked Booster Gold. I picked Invincible.
Especially didn't do it like blue. I was going to use Invincible.
Yeah!
I didn't, but I was going to.
And I picked Starscream.
Oh, shit.
Now, my whole thing is...
Starscream's not a hero, though.
That's what I said. I have mixed and anti. So, like, essentially, Booster Gold is, like, finally trying to become this A-level superhero. Uh-huh. And he's constantly trying to spray paint Starscream to, like, blue and gold colors. But Starscream doesn't happen. Like, this is a like a team up that like never really works, but Invincible eventually has to save the day, even though he's kind of learning his power set.
Yeah.
So Booster Gold's supposed to be the lead, but he's kind of like
doing his
He keeps fucking up, and like I'm supposed to be here, and Starscream's like, why do you keep fucking with me? So it's Booster Gold and Starscream fighting, and like Booster Gold always needing a ride to places where Invincible and Starscream can get. I just thought it would be funny to have like a comic book character have a Autobot or a Decepticon and like amazing. Transform, right? And like
that's amazing.
Like Booster Gold's like, okay, shoot them down. Starscream is like, shut your spine, just takes off, kind of thing. Like Starscream never does what he's asked to do. Never. Like barely picks him up, and then like Invincible's like, oh fine, I'll deal with it. And Booster Gold's like Booster Gold always shows up to be like, okay, take pictures now. We save the day, and like he's never around with the team, so it's like a team that never really works.
Yeah,
but it's hilarious. I think it'd be great through pages.
It's just funny because it doesn't. It's just discombobulated.
Eventually, there's one picture of like Booster Gold getting into Starscream, but.
So
then he gets ejected.
Mine's a little more serious.
Okay, I like serious.
We're going with just all swords.
Ooh.
It's all swords. So I'll start with the Valiant universe.
Right.
I'm bringing in the first Valiant guy.
Okay.
Name's Ray. Basically a cyborg samurai ninja type shit from the future.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got him. We got Psylocke. From the Marvel Universe. You know all about Psylocke.
I do know about Psylocke.
And I got one more from Image.
What you got?
Deadly Class Saya.
What?
All swords.
All swords.
So they're based in they're in Asia.
Okay.
They're in Asia. So they're in Japan. In the future, like Rise come back from the future.
Right.
Right? They get together. They're taking down like big mythical and mechanical shit from in Japan.
That's pretty cool.
That's the whole fucking thing. So you got 3 like ninja samurai motherfuckers
from different periods.
Different periods.
Yeah, okay.
Different ages.
That's really good. I like that. But I need to preference this for the audience. We did not exchange or talk about our listings before this. Because we already have the Spawn synergy.
You used someone too.
But I didn't use someone. But I have your theme because I have another I have another 3-man team.
Yeah.
But mine was built around the assassins. So I have Gambit from Marvel Universe, Deadshot from DC Universe, and like Assassin's Creed. I don't know their names, but one of those dudes.
I'll just say Altair.
That guy. I like him. But essentially
same idea.
Assassin's Ball, they travel through time and kind of fuck their way or do what they want to do, like rechanging history, right? So like I was calling them like ladies killers because obviously Gambit's gonna Moncherry and Deadshot eventually is gonna.
My team's got 2 chicks that probably Psylocke can probably fuck them.
Maybe catch on a good day.
Yeah, she's all over the place.
But it's weird. We went with like a theme, right? Like these are all assassins, but like pay me and I'll kill whoever you need me to kill.
I think the 3 team was the easiest to kind of put together.
Manufactured?
The pairing was tough because it was...
I had fun with the pairing.
The pairing? No, I think it's the easiest. Like, it's easy to pair together, but it's hard to kind of...
This 4 team was like, how the fuck am I going to... How do these guys make sense?
Okay. You're 4 or am I 4?
Mine's weird, so if you want to hear weird first, we'll go like that.
Mine's fucking like. Mine's basically my version of the X-Force.
Okay, so yours makes more sense.
Yeah, mine makes sense.
Listen to mine.
All right, let's hear yours.
Mine is like I was just like, what do I like about superheroes?
Right.
And it was like big booms.
Big boobs?
I do like that.
Okay.
That's not exclusive to my superheroes. I like that in my villains as well.
Just in general.
But mine is like big booms, like big blast, who can shoot shit.
The biggest guns.
Right. So this is my team of Havoc from Marvel Universe.
Can I just say, good use of the X-Men in this. You've got like 3 X-Men.
I like X-Men. Like I was gonna preface this like I put an X-Men in everyone.
Yeah.
In my last one, I was like I didn't put an X-Men. I was like, damn. I was gonna try to find a way. I put Mega Man in there.
Okay. So
I got Trunks from Dragon Ball Universe. Yeah. And then I got Ken from Street Fighter again. And I call these guys Ultra Beam Light because all they're doing is fucking see who can make the biggest boom. Like Mega Man spends an hour just charging up to make that one shot.
Yeah.
Kamehameha takes how fucking long for Trunks?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he learn the Spirit Bomb?
I don't know how deep he's got yet, but he knows he needs to rise the level, right? I don't want to put Goku on there because obviously I feel that's like a Superman.
Yeah.
But this is like, and Ken is like a show off, so but he's not a Ryu, like he's not prepared the way that he should be, but he can kind of bring it. So
I like that one. No,
all these guys are just shooting blue lights into things, into walls, and trying to blow shit up. But yeah,
these teams are good, man.
They're fun, that's for sure. I would read a comic book arc with Mega Man and Trunks going at it.
My 4, not quite as. There's some explosions. Okay. There's some explosions. Actually, no, I shouldn't lie. There's some fun here. My Marvel character is kind of split.
Right.
So you could use I went with Punisher, but you can use Deadpool too.
Okay.
That was way opposite, but you get Punisher or Deadpool.
That's the type that you need, right?
That's from my Marvel. I pulled another Valiant guy, Bloodshot, who's basically like a Wolverine / Punisher. That's why you don't
Bloodshot in a long time.
Yeah, Bloodshot's my Valiant dude. Deathstroke. So he's basically Deathstroke and Deadpool on the same team would be funny. He's a parody.
That was one of my twos. I was like, I want to put these two together and call them grumpy old men.
And my 4th man for that, Raphael.
Turtles. You motherfucker.
So you got a turtle, you got Bloodshot.
That is fucking good.
Deathstroke, and let's go with Deadpool then, just because.
Why not?
Deadpool and Deathstroke, right? Add some levity to it.
God damn.
So that's like they're like my version of the X-Force. You can't call them the X-Force because
you can call them whatever you want.
I guess so.
You call them X-Forced.
Yeah, X-Force.
Forced together.
Yeah.
You put some D in
there
it.
There you go. No, but that's my X-Force. So that's when you want something done, you want something killed, send those guys.
I like that.
Yeah, those 4 will do.
I also hate it because for my 5 team, I have Raphael. Raphael's in my 5 team. So my 5 team, I was building it around commandos.
Okay.
In terms of like, if there's like a little country, like let's say like Bolivia their government needs to be overthrown and their small military needs to be taken out.
Big time.
You call these commandos, right? And I went with green, like because green's my favorite color, and I just picked as many green motherfuckers that I liked. So I had
a turtle.
I had Raphael's running that, right? He's gonna get in there and get shit done.
Over Leo, eh?
Yeah, because I don't want the peaceful meditation. I want.
I almost spilled my beer.
That was Spilly Talker, but you get that dilly. I need someone to fuck shit up, and that's Raphael.
Yeah.
I was flipping back and forth, but I'm gonna go with Swamp Thing. I had Swamp Thing and Beast Boy because I needed DC, but I like that Beast Boy can be any animal, like he can.
Yeah.
But Swamp Thing can literally take out a rainforest if he needs to, or just be like the rainforest.
Yeah.
Savage Dragon.
Okay, you got your image guy.
Savage Hulk.
Oh shit.
So the one with the armor and coming in with fucking rage, and then I put in Hypnotoad from Futurama fame. Now you laugh at Hypnotoad.
That's amazing.
But essentially he's just a toad that you can put in front of anybody and they're hypnotized. So like with the whole Noriega thing where the US was infiltrating, what was it? What country were they? Panama? I think they're going into. Sorry if I don't know the history correct, but I'm not from the States. They kept blaring music in order to throw them off, right? I would just put Hypnotoad on all the TV channels. And so the opposition would be all fucking frozen with just like, this is Hypnotoad, pay attention. And everyone else just fucking rams through and takes out everything. So that's my commandos.
That's an interesting team. I like that.
That's my green. That's my green berets. Yeah, my green berets, man. That's my green berets.
I like that. That was the 4.
But
right?
That's my 5.
That's 5.
But you took my Raphael.
I did. Well, you took my Swamp Thing.
All right.
So I got my team of 5. I was going for as much of kind of like as varied as I could.
Right.
So these guys are all plucked from different. So Swamp Thing is
Swamp
Thing's in it. My 5. Yeah, you got me.
Again, we have not shared notes at all.
Awesome. This is hilarious.
At all.
Swamp Thing's my plant guy, my Earth-based guy. Got Iron Man in there for the tech. Okay, the tech and the money. I got Forever Carlisle from Image.
Wow.
So I went right from the Image books to Lazarus. That's like their.
I was looking at Lazarus stuff too.
Yeah. She's serious.
I like that.
I took from Valiant again.
Okay.
I went Shadow Man. So he's Voodoo Man. Like he's hops back and forth from into the death space and everything. So, and then with him, Hellboy from Dark Horse Comics. Those are the 5. Iron Man, Swamp Thing, Forever, Shadow Man, Hellboy.
Now, does Iron Man make tech and costumes for everybody on the team?
Only the ones that want it. So Hellboy's not going to have that.
And
Forever's going to be enhanced, though.
Do they all?
Swamp Thing's not going to want that.
Do they all rep red? Because Swamp Thing's going to be a little out there.
No, there's nobody reps red. No, because Forever wears all black.
Yeah, but
Shadow Man's all black.
So is it the Black Ops?
Yeah.
All right.
You can say that. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they've got a solution for anything, right?
Right.
Interdimensional. Okay, we got Shadow Man. You want some stealth or some like taking them out real quick?
That's some like Justice League Dark shit.
Yeah. I was kind of going for like an Avengers, Justice League, Illuminati kind of. I was trying to piece together things from different spaces. And
the true villain of that comic book would be Tony Stark Iron Man.
Bum bum bum.
Takes him down from there.
Played by Gerard Butler.
That's still a thing. Hashtag Gerard Butler.
Everybody.
Yeah, it's true. Hashtag Gerard Butler. You can hear some of my teams that didn't make it.
Didn't make the cut?
No. I was trying with a weird like Doom Patrol because we were saying that some of these teams could be run by overalling like a
governing force. Yeah.
And I was trying a way to like fucking shoehorn in Doctor Doom because I fucking a Doctor Doom mark. As much as I can see that green hooded, steely faced. Yeah. I had more racist things to say. I'm not gonna say it because I'm not sure if there's actually Latvian people out there. There's Latvian people out there, but I know he's from
Latin. No, he's
it's not Latvia.
No,
that's a whole other joke. But my Doom Patrol team was Kang.
Okay, the Conqueror. Yeah.
Lex Luthor. Prince Robot the Fourth from Saga. And then Dr. Rick from Rick and Morty. Because I needed someone to fuck shit up. And I feel like they would just be raping and pillaging their way through time and space.
That's amazing.
But I was like, I don't know if I couldn't read this and be happy with the outcome. Because they would win everything and ruin everything.
Honestly, I'm surprised you don't. That's sweet.
Yeah,
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Just one thing I'm surprised you didn't use Silver Surfer in anything.
I didn't.
Because that's your dude.
He is. I don't know how to team him up with people.
He's hard. He's difficult to team
Other than the Defenders, just give me the fucking Namor, Incredible Hulk, Doctor Strange, and Silver Surfer, and I'm happy. But other than that, if you're not giving me him with Galactus, and you're not having him fuck up or try to fuck up Thanos, leave the man alone.
Yeah. I was expecting a Silver Surfer nod in there, and I didn't get one. Yeah. This was fucking. I really enjoyed that. Yeah,
this was good.
I don't know, man, I wish we knew if there was more than 3 people listening, because I would say email in, send in your mashup, man.
Send in your favorite 3.
Yeah.
3.
Send in a 3 mashup.
I want a 3-1.
That's what I'd like to hear.
Because I can make a couple more 3-man teams. And I think we would. And then we had some good synergy.
Yeah, we had some good 3, yeah.
You guys aren't ready for the 4-man teams.
I'd love to, because there's so many. Like, when we talked about this, I was like...
Same rules apply.
Yeah, one from every universe. It'd be cool. I was like, this will be easy. No, man, it was tough, and it was fun.
At one point, I had a Care Bear on one of my teams.
Why
because,
not,
I was really going for the lady killer.
Lionheart?
It was. I was going with Hugs. because it's hard to put tugs in things. But yeah, it's like maybe I could put a My Little Pony in with Deadpool.
Just get weird.
Just get super weird. But he would love it, right? Like in his world, he'd be like, whoever wrote this, thank you, and just fucking love My Little Ponies, right? And just be brushing them all the time. And then whoever the third person was, like, yo, we have a job to do. He's like, not right now. I'm dealing with Princess Peach. And I wanted Donkey Kong and Wario and a couple things too. Like I just want to hear, how did you make it on this team?
So we should do a part 2 of this. Yeah, we should do this and try and omit the guys we've already used.
It could happen. Well, we have a couple topics down the line that kind of touch onto this. There's some team up stuff.
We can do this. We can do this again. This was
this is more stuff. I mean, it was good, but at the end of it all,
nobody cares.
Power rankings. So here's how it goes down.
All right.
Right? Ever so often we get into these little discussions. But there needs to be a list and a definitive one. So this is going down as the power list. Okay? Power rankings. In today's episode of Power Rankings, we're doing the MVPs for the critically acclaimed, the box office smashing,
Titanic.
The top 5 Marvel films now? It's up there. Yeah. Avengers Infinity War, okay? Yeah. So this is how the power ranks work. We tell you 1 to 9 how we're going to rank our favorite, and for this specific list, MVPs. So we're going to start off with the top MVP.
Numero uno.
Number 1. Who set the bar for this film? Who made this film what it is?
We're doing it reverse because we figure it's...
Yeah, this movie changed the game because the game's on its head now. I mean, look how many memes are just having people fade away. Spoilers alert, if you haven't seen Avengers already, everybody's faded away, right? It's amazing. But without a doubt, the number 1 is the Mad Titan
himself,
Mr. Thanos, right? Yeah. Without him, you wouldn't have a film. They've literally been preparing for this guy since the first Avengers.
Yeah, and it's his movie. Essentially, it's his movie.
Yeah, you get the backstory, you get the connections that he has with everybody else in the MCU, and then you get the MCU coming together because of him.
Yeah.
And he gets
his point of view. He gets
the coolest glove. He gets the win.
And I agree with his motivations.
You do?
Yeah, this world needs a new plague.
I mean, couldn't he just give us all more food?
Is that Dwight Schrute?
Could have given us more food, but I mean, how do you not pick Thanos as your
method? I'm just saying his motivation.
Man, his mayhem, but his mayhem was amazing. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't switch up his house when he got back home, because I mean, you can make it look like old Titan.
No, he wanted it to be simple.
I mean, he's back to farming roots. Anyway, that's number 1. That's number 1. If anyone's questioning that, go watch the movie again and tell me that
he's not number 1.
Without him in it, you could have the same movie. You can't.
No. You can't.
And Marvel's probably best villain to date.
Yep.
Yeah, number 1.
I'd put
with a bullet.
Yeah.
Had we done this earlier, or
we did do the villains.
We did, yeah, but before we got to see the Mad Titan.
Right. We did the villain. Killmonger was number 1 for me.
For you, I think. Who did I have?
You had Tony. You put Tony.
Yeah, Tony. Ooh.
You'd had that little nugget.
And I think Tony makes an appearance on this list. But let's go to number 2.
Number 2 for me.
Which we agree on this.
Oh, we agree on this one.
Okay, so we're good. There's
the top 2 we're good with.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
This is an easy pick too, because he, off of his lead-in movie.
So you got the hero. I mean, you get the villain number 1.
You get one of the strongest villains that you've ever seen in a Marvel movie. So who
is the most impactable hero? Is what we're going for.
It's and the most MVP player.
Yeah.
Is Thor. Like he came off the bench for this film because he didn't get to shine until the third act. And he came in with a new axe and a new flow and a new suit. His own
story. He was doing his own thing with Rocket and Groot.
Yeah, right? And some would say that he had like maybe the third most important storyline going on at the same time.
Well, he was the direct. I mean, his third movie was the direct lead-in.
Yeah.
To this movie.
And what a lead-in, right?
Yeah.
So like he had a walk-off home run off of that flick, and then walked into like a double header, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna start knocking dinghies on this one too, and knock some dinghies into this. Thor made an entrance, opened rebirthed the star made a new hammer.
Yeah, that's right.
Got a new eye.
New hammer, new eye. Yeah, that eye bit was funny.
And then like wiped out half of the crazy alien army at the end of the flick. And
he just shows up, just fucking
and just thundered in. Yeah, right? He thundered in with the axe. Like great lead-in. Like he did all fan service, maybe, or like just if this is what the story was leading to, like he was great.
And then he gets that big blow on Thanos at the end.
And that's like wow, the exclamation point. This is the only dude that actually got close enough to Thanos to do some damage, and he got him deep.
Yeah,
he got him deep. He almost like changed the course of action.
Almost, still almost. Finger snap, but
I mean that's why Thanos is number 1, but Thor is number 2. Easy.
All right.
Here's where we
differ slightly.
We have the same 3-4, but in different orders.
My 3-4. Or do you just want to say 3s?
Yeah, let's do 3s. I mean, and then 4s are 4s.
4s, yeah. So my 3, I got Iron Man as 3.
And my number 3 is Doctor Strange.
For good reason, right? Because when we first wrote this list, I actually had Strange at 3. But we're talking about the impact in this movie.
Correct. And that's why Doctor Strange is the MVP for this movie.
He was fantastic. He's huge. He's a huge part of it. But he got dummied real quick at the beginning.
So your standards is if you get hit but come back, it doesn't, because without Doctor Strange they don't have a plan when they get to Titan. They don't have a stone.
Well, they don't have the 14 million fucking.
They don't have the outcomes. They don't understand the end game.
Right.
And he doesn't make the sacrifice that he said he wouldn't do in the beginning. So he even has a character arc
of himself. Yeah.
And the flick.
And he gets to do shit.
And he uses his magic.
Serious magic.
And his cape. The cape gets assist too.
Right, but at the same time, and that's sweet. But we're talking, if we're looking at power rankings, a little different. So he's more impactful
for the movie.
For like going forward.
For the movie.
Yeah, going forward.
I'm only talking about the movie.
So going forward though.
You keep saying go forward.
Yeah.
You keep saying go forward, but for this movie.
But Tony's the only dude that stood toe to toe, 1-on-1 with Thanos in the whole movie.
Well, we just finished talking about Thor doing. He
came out of nowhere and blindsided him with the hammer.
Look,
rightfully
man,
so. It did damage.
Toe to toe is toe to toe with the man Titan with the gauntlet because he can see what's coming.
Strange's magic got dummied real quick, 1-on-1.
I wouldn't say dummied.
Okay, sorry, exaggeration, but it got beat real quick. I was amazed that Tony lasted as long as he did.
I
was amazed.
I personally think that Thanos was just toying with him.
And that's possible. And if that's the case, if Thanos, you want to come and clarify that up, I will switch my order around.
Listen here. Don't be making a hypothetical request for fictional characters to come in this world. Although if we can get Brolo to come say what's up, yeah, and let us know. But that's where we differ.
That's where we differ. 3-4, but it's slight, man. It's so slight.
It's the very closest list.
Slight. Yeah,
but
3-4.
But this is not one where someone's gonna bend because this conversation is gonna go on a little longer, especially when you turn off the mic. How dare you say Doc Strange just killing it, man?
Who's your number 5?
Number 5, you're going with Scarlet Witch.
I got Scarlet Witch number 5,
and I think that's a good choice.
She was held back a lot in this movie.
And this is one of the movies where you get a feel of her force again.
She's confident with her powers now, right?
She knows her powers now, and she was fighting for a little more, right? And maybe in Civil War she didn't get that full character arc.
No, she
was kind of hidden back.
Yeah.
And in Avengers 2, we didn't know anything about her. That she was just a
so,
miracle.
Yeah.
This one you get kind of like, all right, man, I've been playing it low key because I've been forced to, but I really like what's going on with this paranoid android that I'm rolling with.
Yeah. And he makes himself look like a human being, so.
And her power set is she can destroy an Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that from any other Avenger, let alone.
And she essentially did blow up the Mind Stone.
She did
until it came back.
Until the number 1 MVP came and was like, nah, you know what?
And that's why he's number 1.
Yeah, and that's why she's number 5. That's a good spot to be. She rounds out the middle of the crew.
Also, she's the source. Well, she's not the source, but she's the reason for probably the funniest. Top 3 funniest lines in the whole movie.
Which would be?
Okoye. What has she been doing up there all this time?
That's true. She comes in and saves Black Widow and Okoye from just obviously an onslaught from these rolling gear machines, and she just lifts it and splatters the female Proxima Midnight.
Yeah.
Without even blinking, it didn't even look like she took a sweat on for that one.
What was she doing there this whole time?
Yeah. Avengers really holding back all their A-listers, eh? Thor didn't come out to the third act. Scarlet didn't really do shit until the third act. And Hulk didn't show up. Will Hulk make the list? Number 6. We gotta give it to
Spidey for me.
Yeah, Spidey's strong.
What was it, Magic Punch?
I originally had Drax on my list, but
he got knocked off the list.
I love him for different reasons. As if you've seen the film, he has a whole other enjoyable set. He doesn't really lend too much to what's going on
the combat or
but he just kind of saves the day for just.
He holds Thanos' leg for a while. That does happen.
He holds him down,
right?
And he learned how to be invisible.
Mantis, man.
But we're not talking about him. We're talking about Spidey. So we're giving it to the web head who got the assist. He finally got the spider armor from Tony,
the Iron Spider armor.
And stepped up his game like completely off of, I guess that's kind of an assist for Tony too, right?
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Because it was more instinctual. Like he was talking about, like, this armor is instinctual.
Yeah.
It reacts to things I'm thinking, and he was
legs,
and he was doing a lot of stuff to help. He was this close to getting that mitt off his arm too, man.
That close.
Plus
close. He came with that great idea to get rid of Ebony Maw, right?
Yeah. Have you ever seen Aliens? Yeah, he had a couple good lines too. Even asking his friend to distract him for him. It's like, there's an alien! It's like, there you go, man. Although weird that if you pull an emergency exit on a bus, there's no alarm sound. Because I've attempted to open...
And you
get a bam!
Well,
but, you know...
That's
a Stan Lee bus, right?
Yeah. It's Stan Lee bus.
But I think...
it's got its own standards.
Spidey also gets a number 6 spot and a high ranking because of... He was a lot of emotional connection for a lot of people.
Well, and number 6 might sound low, but think about the characters in this movie.
Yeah, this is like a 30 plus character.
Even though 6 sounds low on our list because we only did 9.
No, this is top 9. If you're making top 9, you did something to deserve to be on this list.
Yeah.
And his whole, I don't like what's going on now, Mr.
I don't feel
Mr. Starks.
So
I don't feel so good, Mr. Starks. Already it was silent in the movie theater, but that definitely got some drawstrings, some heartstrings.
Everybody faded away silently.
No, but he felt it, and like I guess that was some of the Spidey sense.
Yeah.
He could feel it coming.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. Yeah,
he felt some of that coming.
Yeah,
and he has some. He gets, I think, one of the best interactions when they do the splits. He gets to go off in space with Strange and Starks.
Yeah,
and they have a nice dynamic going there too, right? I mean, 3 and 4. He could have been a 5, but he's all right with a 6.
He could have been a 5, yeah. But 6 is still strong, man.
As is number 7. Power rankings, we're giving it to the Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket.
You got to.
He was, man, like, Thor's not getting that done.
Without him.
Without Rocket there.
A lot's not getting done without Rocket.
Yeah. No more. Yeah.
He's definitely a catalyst to put a fire under the Guardians. Because Thor pops into this world and they're kind of like, who's this dude?
He's the captain.
And Rocket's the captain, so he made the decision to go off with Groot and Thor to get a new weapon that could obviously take down Thanos, and sending the rest of the Guardians over to the planet to stop Thanos from getting another gem. Rocket steals a lot of the show.
Rocket Rabbit.
Anytime he gets called
Rocket Rabbit.
He gets called Rabbit and accepts it. He gives Thor the eye that he's been collecting. He's been collecting body parts.
That was cool. So he collected that in another movie, right? Like
he did.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same eye that he got from Guardians number 2, but
I assume so.
There's just a thing now that
he collects body parts,
and he was already eyeing Winter Soldier's arm.
Yeah.
So he has a nice little trade off with him. He gets the great entrance with Thor too. He walks in with Groot and Thor to come save the day, and he's like, "Come get some."
And on top of all that, this is by chance, but he's the only guy left with the original Avengers at the end of the movie.
Yeah, he's the
other one.
The new
it's
cast.
The OG Avengers and Rocket.
And the last Guardian.
Yeah.
Of the first Guardians.
They all got zapped.
And his mind, like, people underestimate how smart he is, right? He's always been a builder and kind of like, I can assemble a lot of things in a quick time, and a pilot, and a captain, and a reluctant leader, but very pivotal. I know we're not supposed to look forward because we're only talking about this film, but expect Rocket to do crazy things in the sequel. I hope, right?
Hopefully.
Number 8.
Number 8 for...
This was
the same one? With the same one?
Yeah, well, this is a hard one. He deserves it, but he deserves it for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, we're going Banner.
We're going Bruce Banner, and that's the thing. We want to say Hulk,
not in the movie,
but not in the movie.
He gets
a cameo.
He gets worked up.
He gets a cameo.
He gets tuned up in the beginning. Yeah.
But even that fight, I mean, that was a great first fight. Like, talk about like a opening punch to get you into the.
Yeah.
This is the movie that you're into. They're giving you what you thought was going to be one of these climax battles between Thanos and Hulk.
And then Hulk gets tuned up.
And he gets fucking dummied. He just gets served, right? That's like a Mike Tyson fight in his prime. Like, getting past the first round.
And then won't come back for
and will not come back. And we don't know why, right? So
we don't. Was he scared? Was he just sick of saving Banner's ass?
Can he not do it? Is he never? He's not that angry now. Is he pussyfooting around shit?
Here's where I give Banner a bit of a lift though, is because he ended up he still killed. They changed his name. Cull Obsidian.
Right.
By himself. I mean, he had the armor, right? He tinkered with the Hulkbuster armor, but he took out a Black Order member without the Hulk.
Right, and well, to his credit, Banner gets a lot of assists because without Banner, Avengers don't know that something's coming. Yeah, because he flies into the Sanctorum,
right,
in a fury, and he assembles the Avengers that are missing, the Secret Avengers, if we're gonna call them that, because he has the phone once Tony goes off into space.
Yeah, that's right.
So without Banner doing all of the kind of grunt work that I guess a secretary would do.
Yeah.
You're not really getting these fights. He was doing all the prep work, man.
He's essentially a secretary.
Without Banner, you're not getting all these things prepared for the next step. And he was the most transitional. Like, he was the Avenger that got to keep appearing. So he was there for the first fight, and they got to move to Wakanda and assemble those guys. He got to meet up with War Machine, assemble the Avengers, and then move off to Wakanda for the final fight.
Yeah, he was all over the place.
He was, and he stayed standing.
Yeah,
he didn't get phased out. He's got a kill count.
He took out one of the Order.
He lost an arm and then took an arm too.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's all Bruce.
Yeah, no Hulk.
No Hulk.
All Hulk did was get beat up.
Man, it's so quick. He just got dummied. And number 9 on our
number 9, guys,
on our very special MVP power list for Avengers Infinity.
This is gonna be controversial.
But he has to be on this list. Without him,
the movie doesn't happen, right?
I mean, there's a different course of action, right? We're giving it to the Star-Lord himself, Peter Quill.
Sucker for love.
Sucker City, because he fell for a lot of baits and traps.
In the words of Trick Daddy, pussy gonna get him killed.
And it did.
And
it did.
It got half the universe
killed. And he couldn't even kill a pussy when he when he had the chance to do it.
Yeah.
I feel like Quill could have been the most represented of the audience, because he definitely, heartstrings were all attached. Never really knew what was going on, but had to kind of go with it.
Right. He was kind of just.
He's just like, all right, and then when asked to do something of him, he'd say yes. But when push came to shove, he's like, man, this is something hard you're asking me to do.
Yeah.
And then did the most natural thing that you'd want to do if someone took out your girl, is fuck up the person.
Punch him in the face.
Yeah, like, you did what? So, but essentially ruined Earth for everybody.
The entire
everybody.
Universe, yeah.
But he did it in style. Because the shots that he did get on Thanos were hilarious.
They were good shots.
He was throwing up middle fingers. I mean, and his interaction with Thor was great too. I mean, he did.
Tony was good.
He stole a lot of scenes, even though he potentially
the fucking fake voice. He was funny up to the point that he screwed everything up.
Which is typical of Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Strong list.
Yeah.
Strong film. I mean, if you haven't seen it, you don't like comic book films, you don't like blockbusters.
Why are you listening to this?
I mean, I'm glad that you're listening to this, but if you didn't see that, like, oh man.
Yeah.
Strong list. Power rankings.
I got the power.
Doctor Strange number 3 though.
666.
Wait. What time is it? What time?
666.
So that means it's time for
Keep Six.
Keep Six. What do you got for me today, man?
I got a comic for you. Again, it's a bit of an older one, but it's still going on. It's still ongoing today.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a nude comic.
Image book. It's called Lazarus.
Like the Pit?
Like the Pit, yeah. Nice. Like the Pit. Lazarus Pit, yeah. Nice. It's not about that.
Oh, well, you know. That was a thought.
Yeah, it's all about just a pit. It's Lazarus Pit that everybody jumps into. And
I would read that.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm hoping it's like Pitfall, where you have to swing vines across
and not
fall in, and like there's alligators that do that.
No, it's not like Pitfall.
When's the Pitfall movie coming, man?
Hopefully never.
What? Chris Pratt? Pitfall? Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Pitfall.
Anyways. This takes place in North America. Like, it's
regional.
Dystopian.
Okay, nice. So years in the future.
So then the continent is no longer divided by country borders. It's now owned by rich families. So it's split up into 16 parts, and each part is
owned by
controlled by a family
that has a lot of wealth, amassed a lot of wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there
seems to be like we're on that.
It's almost like
real life.
Yeah. It's almost like corporate royalty.
Okay.
So it's like there's the family,
right, and the corporation that they own.
There's the family, and that's their thing, right?
So there's a family. There's a family.
No, there's the family,
right,
of the region.
Okay.
Like after the Dank family.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you're giving us money.
Yeah.
Right.
So you got a Dank family. You'll have a family of whatever.
Little Danks.
8 or 7.
Okay.
Then you'll have a serf population of like those that do work for you.
Right.
And then everybody else, like all the commoners, they're just called waste.
So I'm providing for the waste, or the waste are like taking away from my resources.
It's like the rich get richer. So you're providing for them, but
the money keeps circulating back to me. Okay.
Yeah.
So society.
Rich get richer, poor get poor. Yeah, to an extreme.
Yep. Depending on where you live.
And every family has something called Lazarus, which is like a guardian.
Okay.
Of that family. And this one's about one certain Lazarus named Forever.
Okay.
That's her name.
Forever.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like how the dealings of how she goes along within this society and political, corporate, rich landscape.
Does she have any powers, or she's just entrusted in protecting this family?
She's entrusted with protecting the family. There's no like magic powers or mutant powers.
Does she have a certain set of skills?
Yeah, like crazy warrior combat chick.
Okay, so
swords and shit.
Damn it! I wish I could remember the Liam Neeson speech to give me the take in.
You have a particular set of skills.
Yeah,
something like that.
There's more to that.
But she's trained from like a kid, right? So it's almost like having a Black Widow guard you.
Okay.
Right, and every family. Has
and she's birthed for this one role.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what she's designed for.
That.
She's created for. Yeah. And it's kind of like she's bred or not bred. She's raised to like the family is everything. And then you kind of figure out the inner workings of how it all goes along with alliances and truces. So it's a bit of a slow burn. It's the comic's not like a fast comic. It's
how many issues is it?
I think they're on issue.
Release, or is it like graphic novels where I can get like
you can get graphic novels now
of it.
You can get. I think I stopped around issue 20 something, but
it's something to
invest
in.
It's still going. Yeah.
Well, she's still living.
If you like world building, it's world building. It's Deadly Class, for example, is like real fast paced. It's like this one's much slower pace, much grander scale, but it's world building, wars, alliances, truces, things like that.
Can you equate her characteristics or her kind of skill set or her world to any like mainstream comic for anyone out there to be like, okay, so she's like a Spider Woman?
Yeah, no, she's more like a Black Widow.
There you go.
She's like a Black Widow with a sword.
And a little more. So who would win in a fight if those two ran into each other?
Forever.
That's a good.
I think Forever would win.
That's a good cosign there.
Yeah, I think Forever.
Especially if you like Widow.
Yeah.
Shots fired, Widow fans.
That's it, man.
Forever's better.
Come at me, bros.
Sweet.
This segment is called Heroes from a Hat, where we pick 2 random heroes from this hat and pit them against each other in a fight.
I'm gonna win.
Tank one.
I'm gonna win.
And I take one.
I'm gonna win. No looking.
No looking.
Look
now.
I have T'Challa,
and
the
I
Black
have
Panther.
Winter Soldier.
That
is a good tilt.
This is a matchup that we have seen on the big screen.
This is a good tilt.
I have potentially White Wolf. So you keep coming to my area, and I'm going straight MCU. I keep taking care of you.
Oh, you're giving a backstory and everything?
I keep taking care of it. It's literally on the screen. You keep coming to Wakanda.
Yeah.
I keep giving you the benefit of the doubt. I give you better arm.
Yeah, that's gonna be a regret of yours because I'm gonna fuck.
You keep hitting on my sister. Don't hit my sister. She's not of age.
No, I'm not gonna hit her. She's a nice girl.
She is a nice girl.
I'm gonna take your girl though.
My girl.
Yeah.
Which girl? I have several girls. I am the king. You don't think you actually win this, do you?
I think I actually.
You put
break your jaw.
No, you have maybe
I think
in
I
this
actually.
fight.
Oh, hold on. I think I actually break your jaw. Twist up your leg. Tie you to a tree.
What?
And light you on fire. That's what I think.
Okay, so I'm enjoying this dream. I'm already putting Black Panther in the winning column.
How dare you? How dare you?
T'Challa the King?
T'Challa the King.
Yes.
Yeah.
With vibranium.
Oh, my arm.
Which is made of vibranium.
Arm.
Which is made of
so
vibranium.
You'll feel those punches.
No.
What you're saying is you'll feel those punches.
I'm pretty sure.
If I punch you square in the chest, it's going to break your ribs.
I'm pretty sure. Well, no, because I have a suit that absorbs your punches. But I'm pretty sure the country that has mined the resources that you're using now for day-to-day life knows the weaknesses of what you're using for day-to-day life. And I speak several languages.
But assumingly, if we're going MCU, that means my arm is also vibranium.
Yeah, so I would know the secrets to the vibranium.
Or I just punch you in the chest.
Again, if we're going MCU, I have a suit that literally.
Yeah, but vibranium on vibranium, what's gonna happen? Explosions, right?
No.
Oh, nothing.
It absorbs. I get the kinetic energy and I put it back on you. I have a full body suit. Let's say you just have your hand, you still have your face exposed.
And a big gun.
Sure. I'm gonna call my dude who has the rhino. And just
you bring in reinforcements.
The rhino tractor. I don't need to, but I'm tired now.
Yeah, I got none.
Dinner's calling. Okay? Your name's Bucky. You're not winning anything in this world.
Alright.
You're an old man.
All right.
And you're kind of racist.
What?
Well, from the time that you're not expecting black people to be.
I'm over those, man.
Are you?
I'm over that, yeah.
Nah.
That was a long time ago.
Listen, I
hate Russians more.
You were in the 60s? Or whatever. No, you were in the 40s, right?
Yeah.
Where you were fighting World War II. Then you got frozen. Then you became a fucking Russian killer. There was no time for you to, like, learn about affirmative action and equality.
Until now.
Yeah, when you have to fight me.
No, before that.
You're definitely throwing out some old school
fucking help me out,
racist terms.
No, man, he's cool.
So we know who wins.
Yeah, fine, Black Panther wins.
Yeah.
Son of a